Alright, we kind of need to get moving. Okay. I don't mean to rush you, but this is not...
Heels to the floor.
Alright. And alright, put that left hand on the controls there. There you go. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is coming alive. We got good centerline control. We're making good performance down the runway.
And we are looking for 60. We got 60. And we are off.
Nice, nice smooth rotation. That was real good.
Thank you.
Didn't scare me at all.
Present traffic now at 9791 Foxtrot is off of 35 for departure to the north Redstone.
Redstone traffic 91 Fox. We still haven't quite passed 17, the departure to 35 yet. I don't want him to. That's him right there.
Yeah.
I don't want him to think we're.
I'm starting with that for the Texas.
I'm just telling you where we are. We're just now passing the numbers on 17 for 91 Foxtrot.
Yeah, we spent about as far as we could. We got you in sight. Hopefully we will turn behind you, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, as soon as we're clear of the restricted area, we're going to turn over here to the northwest to head over to Huntsville.
I think all the restricted areas are cold.
Sure they are, but until I get the approach to tell me that, I'm not flying through. Alright, we can start heading to the there.
Alright, so we're going to start turning.
Alright, and let's go ahead and call Huntsville approach. Huntsville approach, Gag 9791 Foxtrot, Redstone. Alright, let's level out here. We can't fly into there.
Cardinal 1977 back Huntsville approach.
Turn right.
Under 3026, advised with coming in sight.
Turn right. I'm sorry, we're about to fly into the restricted area. Turn right.
Is somebody else call?
Yes, sir, that's Sky 9791 Foxtrot, Redstone.
Or 9791 Foxtrot, Huntsville approach. You just looking for the practice area.
That's we're actually going to do 3 stop and goes over there at Huntsville International for 91 Fox.
Or 91 Foxtrot, squawk 0120, Huntsville number 3026.
0120 for 91 Fox. And 26. Alright. Alright, we can level off here at 2000. Now we're good to go. So we can't fly into here because it's ground to 4000, so we can't fly into his airspace until we talk to him. But now we're talking to his
Or 91 Foxtrot, your radar contact 2 miles northwest of Redstone Airfield up to 2200. Flying northbound for now, traffic you'll be following fast on your left side. Today, Boeing 717 descending out of 2100.
Sorry, what? We're going to turn right to 360 for 91 Foxtrot.
Over 4795, contact.
Alright, level off to 25.
18 today.
20, north 75.
4185, Huntsville International, 23 o'clock, 10 mile. 4185, 6 to visual pressure.
Alright, 360, turn right.
7.6.
That jet right there is why we're turning. Okay. But he's further away than he looks. I got the traffic inside for 91 Foxtrot.
Follow that traffic to runway 18 left, traffic inbound to the parallels, Thunder Regional Jet, and you can contact tower 127.6.
Alright, we'll follow the 737, will be number 2, contact our 127.6 for 91 Foxtrot.
Okay. So we're following this guy?
Yep. And we're just going to stay above him.
Okay.
1.2185, Huntsville Tower, the wind is 2007, or 18 right, clear to land.
18 right, clear to land, 4185.
Alright, so let's start coming down. Good evening, Huntsville Tower, Sky 9791 Foxtrot, we're following the airliner, be number 2 for 18 left.
9791 Foxtrot, Huntsville Tower, runway left, cleared for the option.
The option, 18 left, 91 Foxtrot. So that's, yep, so that's the big one on the right is not the one we're going to, we're going to the one on the left. Okay.
Air 57, extend downwind.
Extend downwind, 52057.
Alright, so kind of what we want to do right now is, so we don't want to fly below big old boy down there, a big old airliner. We don't want to fly below him. So we want to kind of stay above his flight path. We want to take note of where he touches down and touch down after it.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of line up out here. I'd say we kind of probably start to send down at like 2,500 for now. and we'll just go and pick up that center line.
Okay.
And so we don't want to. I like that you're over here instead of over there because, like you said, there's somebody that's clear to land on the parallel runway over there.
Okay.
So we're clear to land on this runway. So there's somebody that's going to come probably blazing past us. There he is right there. Him out there?
No, I don't.
Okay. He's behind us and he's gaining on us real fast.
Okay.
So that boy, he just touched down right about, probably about maybe 1,000 meters past the poppy there.
Okay.
So we're going to touch down about 1,000 meters past beyond the poppy. And we're going to stay high so we stay above his weight turbulence.
Okay.
2638, turn right when able. And Echo Juliet to the ramp, just turning.
Right when able, Echo Juliet to the ramp, stay with you till 2638.
057, traffic your phone just heading to your left, Cessna 2200.
Alright, so let's kind of pull that power out.
057 has traffic in sight.
057, follow that traffic on way left over the option.
Follow traffic, clear for the option, 18 left, 56057.
Alright, so we're still kind of blazing. I know we want to be a little bit high, but let's slow down some.
Okay. I'll pull power back to 15.
And we'll talk about all that stuff with airspace on the ground.
Okay.
That got
057 traffic for the parallels and Embraer.
2057 has traffic in sight.
Alright, so you see that second taxiway there? You see there's beyond the poppy, so there's 1, 2. Let's try and aim for that one.
Okay.
We got like 10,500 feet of runway. Let's stay a little higher than this. Just because we want to stay, he was 4 wide the whole time. So he was high too.
56 Echo Papa, hostile tower.
Tower 56 Echo Papa, are we clear for 1 left?
Echo Papa, just altitude and advise the data is Victor and verify you're coming in for 18 left.
Just Echo Papa at 3000, we have Victor, full stop, 18 left.
Alright, so don't touch down before this second taxiway there.
Okay.
Let's clear to land, 56 Echo Papa.
But you're doing a good approach to make sure that we don't do that, so good job. Alright. And now just go ahead and make you a normal landing. We do have a little bit of a crosswind from the right. Alright, we'll do a touch and go on this one. We landed so long, so just throw that power in, we're just gonna get going. this one we're gonna do is stop and go. So we're gonna just do a normal landing. Whenever you do your normal landings, we're gonna do a stop and go.
Okay.
So 0572 is still on final.
491 Foxtrot, extend down. We're going to be following a Cessna 5 mile final.
Extend down range. We'll follow Cessna 5 mile final. 91 Foxtrot.
Alright, so we can kind of hang out a little higher then if we're going to be extended out over here. So we can, honestly, we can come back up to 2,000, honestly. Maybe we stop here. I don't know. It's kind of, I guess, per the letter of the law, we should stay at pattern altitude, but at the same time, I don't want to die. I don't know how much the extra 300 feet is going to help us, but if we level out here at 2,000, that'll be pretty good.
Okay. Power back.
Not a whole lot of options either way, but at least it looks a little better on the NTSB report.
Okay.
And this will give us good spacing so we can really stop and go. Smooth up here.
Yes, I've noticed that.
I got a question about that left rudder. Why'd you have that left rudder in? Or when we were turning crosswind? When you were rolling out to the right, you still had some left rudder in.
Oh.
It just kind of got saturated, or?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. No problem. As long as it's not a conceptual issue, we're good.
Is that the Cessna you were talking about?
I do believe that it is.
Okay.
And he should tell us that we can follow him, but we'll continue. We'll continue outbound for a few more seconds.
491 Foxtrot, that traffic is just off the left side at 1,700.
Traffic inside 900 Foxtrot.
91 Foxtrot, follow traffic 18 left, flip the option.
18 left, clear for the option, 91 Foxtrot.
Measure 57, make left close traffic.
Left close traffic, 5057.
We could really do a base out here.
Okay.
Or we could, let's just kind of get him back in sight and then we'll turn back.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do the base here for a second to give him a little bit more time to not be so close to us.
Okay. Can I see the runway? You said 18 left, correct?
Yep.
Okay, 18 left.
And let's pull that power back down and kind of get back down to 2,000 there.
Start. Turn.
Yeah, go for it. Just want to keep homeboy out there in sight. I got him in sight.
Okay, I've got him in sight. Looks like we're right on the glide path.
It's probably him that's right on the glide path. Or maybe both of us. I mean, we're kind of following the sort of the same track as him. Let's try and stay on that center line as best we can out here. I know we got a ways to go. Oh, look, that poppy's for us now. So we're 3 red, so we'll just climb up a little bit.
Okay.
Or really, maybe better than climb up is just kind of arrest our descent for a second.
Okay. Now we're 2 and 2 now, right?
Yeah, 2 and 2, we're looking good. I like to be 3 wide at night, actually.
Why is that?
just a little extra margin. Plus we got 10,500 feet of runway, might as well land a little long.
Okay.
Because the Poppy's really designed for somebody that has more than one engine.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it's for all of us to use, but at the same time, it's for instrument approaches. I don't want you to disregard the Poppy. It's great, but I like to be three-way.
Okay.
Pretty much all the time because.
57 traffic here, follow 2 mile follow, company stuff now out there, 1,300.
2057 has traffic in sight.
057 follow traffic going off, clear for the option.
Follow traffic, clear for the option, 18 left, 52057.
Is that an airplane on the runway? It sure is.
Yes, it is.
I thought they already got off.
No.
What? I thought they got off.
No, he's right there.
I see him now, yeah.
Now he's getting on.
I swear to God, I saw him turn it off. I'm supposed to be losing my mind, man. Oh, we'll have the camera, we'll be able to see. But I'm sure you're right. I mean, it doesn't make logical sense that he would just do a loop. Alright, so this one we're going to stop and go.
Okay.
I don't want you to lock up the brakes, but I do want you to stop relatively quickly.
Okay.
I can pop a taxi straight into the ramp.
Alright, and we're back into this situation where we're doing these long straight ends and they suck. So let's fix we're at a good glide path. You want to fix that airspeed first. Let's do what you need to do to fix that airspeed. Let's get down and get one of these full stops in for
First degree flaps.
okay. Below 110, first degree is good to go. I like to fix my airspeed first. We still got some power in. Let's pull that power all the way out. Let's slow down.
Yeah, it's okay.
There you go. Now she's slowing down. There you go. You can just ride this out if you just want to keep her coming down.
Okay.
Now the trick to making smooth landings at night is shifting your viewpoint down towards the end of the runway.
Okay.
You're still a little bit high there. Yourself a smidgen right rudder. Not too bad. All right, let's stop. So, I'll get your flaps up. Just come on, hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. Don't lock them up, but hard on the brakes.
Try again.
All right, go for it. That's a stop.
Okay. So now I want to take back on.
Yep.
Oh,
Go for
okay.
it. Go for it. Go for it. Let's go. There's somebody right behind us. Tower 9 Foxtrot on the go. 20 left.
Right there, for Julian Alpha Roger, and what type of aircraft will cost opposite?
60. For some reason, I was thinking we were going to taxi again.
3 or 4 Julian Alpha, maintain VFR departure frequency will be 125.6.
2100, so give her 100 more.
Out or in?
In. So yeah, I see 220s right there.
Yeah.
Press it into 21. And you can also get you a little bit of airspeed by just pushing that nose down some, because we're a little bit high. Push that nose down some, get you back down. Change that altitude into a little bit of airspeed.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna have another airplane on the final we're looking for out here in a few seconds. I don't see him just yet though.
See something over there.
I got him in sight. They're over there on the left, down low.
Got him.
Okay. So we're not cleared to turn in yet. We want to wait until because he's going to stop and go too, so we'll head out just a little bit more.
Okay. But the tower will tell us. Correct.
I wouldn't turn in until they tell you to look for the traffic.
Yeah, yeah.
He probably should have brought this up already, honestly. But I think he's just letting us do what we know we need to be doing.
Okay.
Which probably isn't the best way to do it, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, now I'd say we probably go for it.
Okay.
We'll do the same thing we do at home where we'll just report left base.
Let's go approach. South 979 with Foxtrot turning left base for 18 left.
979 with Foxtrot, roger, on 111, clear for the option.
18 left, clear for the option, 9 with Foxtrot.
Sorry, remember, 864 Jet Alpha, short of wide left for departure, north.
Four Juliet Alpha, on close tower, roger, hold short on 111.
Hold short wide left, 4 Jet Alpha.
Damn. That sucks for him.
Sorry.
He's gonna hold short there for a minute. Sucks to suck. Shouldn't have gone to Revolution.
Have you flown out of there with them?
No. But well, Craig just doesn't work there anymore. He didn't badmouth him at all, but he works only at Redstone.
Oh, okay.
I mean, for what that's worth, you could ask him more about it. I don't think he really has a problem with them. I don't think they're bad at all. I mean, Redstone's just a way better deal because they don't have to make money.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Revolution is a business. Redstone Flight Club is not.
Yes.
Yes, air carriage, mixture, profits, which is. Are cleared for the option, so we're just gonna do that same thing. We're gonna stop and then go.
Okay. And I don't see the other plane that was...
He's
That's
to the right of the runway?
I see him down there, yes. And then there's that other Cessna that...
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's our homie. 52057, Matt is student.
Oh, okay.
That's why they gave us such a wide berth, because they know what we're doing. That first one didn't count because it was a touch and go, so we'll do this one and then one more and we'll head home.
Okay. Alright, so we are below 110. I'm going to add this first nine to flaps here. And keep that nose going down.
Is there 57 close to the traffic?
Slow traffic, 52057.
Okay, so he doesn't want us to call him, but I like to call him because I get antsy.
Okay.
But I guess he doesn't want us to call him, so I would kind of not aggressively, but I would really make a point to slow down to 75 at least. So, yeah, pull some of that power out, just level off for a second until you slow down.
Okay.
Because the first thing you want to fix on these approaches is your airspeed.
Okay.
So if you're high and fast or you're whatever, you're all messed up, airspeed first, unless you're like super low, then just go around. But you know, in this situation, fix that airspeed first, and then once you got it stable, actually I think this power setting is going to be pretty good to bring us back down at about, I'd probably shoot for kind of like a final speed of about 70, something like that,
Okay.
with 10. Alright, we got the runway made. Yeah, we're high, so you can pull that power out and just kind of come on down towards the runway, mate. Don't start that round off too high. There you go. There you go. A little bit of right rudder there. Alright. Yeah, come on those brakes. Now don't lock them up, but come on to them. I got your flaps up. We'll come to a complete stop, and then we'll go. Especially since you got it on video. Alright, punch it, Chewie. Glad you like that. That was a risky one. Airspeed's alive.
Airspeed's alive. All airspeeds are in the green. Center, we're looking for 60. We've got 60.
Power flying ahead around 1 else, so take off when 2008.
Runway heading clear for takeoff, 8340 Juliet Alpha.
Rotation is the scariest part for me, is the CFI.
More thoughts to make left close traffic.
Left close traffic, 915 right.
Yeah, so we're not going to turn yet. We're still going to wait till we're 700.
Maintain the right turnout overfly overhead and on course north.
You have to ask approach for that.
Okay,
He sounds defeated.
And that was my question. When he tells us to make the close
Yeah.
traffic, should we turn immediately?
No.
Okay.
Yes, there's 300 below, so turn now. I wish the panel lights were a little more dim, but I don't want to screw with them because the switch is all screwed up.
Yes.
This is a pretty good setting. Could get much worse. Alright, there's 1600, so I pull my power back to 21 right now. There you go. And it pretty much...
Whiskey current.
Central Tower, down 560.
Yeah, see how we're kind of climbing just a little bit, so push that nose down some.
057 Roger. All right, let's go for the option.
Clear for the option, 18 left, 52057.
We're dealing off the text transponder, make sure it's on.
Oof.
That's not good.
We're dealing off contact departure.
Wonder why we couldn't hear him.
Alpha 4885, Huntsville clear, clear to the Dallas Forward Airport, Huntsville, 4 departure, then it's off, squawk 1653.
Oh, that's 52057 up there. On the base. Damn. Star Wars is the reason I became a pilot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if I should have mentioned that.
4885, Huntsville clear, copy.
Alright, so 057 looks like they turned inbound.
Yes.
Coming, yep, got him. I wonder if their landing lights on.
4885, read back in, track, just give me a call to post
Ours
track,
is, for
release
sure.
to forward. I'm on Foxtrot, just advise the Cessna in sight.
915 Foxtrot has that traffic in sight.
Foxtrot, follow that traffic, 18 left, clear for the option number 2.
We'll follow that traffic clear for the option 18 left.
And I'd probably try and say number 2 in there.
Yeah.
He at this point, he understands this is a training flight. He's not nitpicking. He knows we're following the company traffic. We know them. We know we're number 2.
Okay.
But just give ourselves a little bit of spacing. We'll head outbound for a little bit, and you know what we can really do is if it's looking like they're going to be a little bit of a long time on the runway, we can just slow her down.
Okay.
But I mean, we'll do that while we're on final. So if you want to turn in, let's see.
I think we're good now.
I think we're probably good.
Okay.
And I can keep us level out here just because. Just because we're pretty far. I mean, there's no chance we're making the runway right now if we have an engine failure. So there's really no point in descending yet, in my opinion. And I'm a paranoid Hulk. Paranoid Hulk of a human being when it comes to engine failures. And I'm a product of my first flight instructor who was an F-16 pilot. And not that he's a paranoid wreck, but handles it way better than I do. But he pretty much, you know, he would pull that engine on me all the time. If I get too far away, he'd pull that thing and be like, well, what are you going to do, big dog? Well, I'm just going to crash at that point. So I learned pretty quick to keep him in tight. And when the operation demands that we not be this close. Did he clear us for the option?
Yes, he did. He said follow that other one.
Okay, yeah, he said clear for the option number 2. Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that. If I don't, I will ask him, no hesitation.
Oh yeah.
I have no problem if that makes me. Some people don't want to admit they missed a transmission, but I'd rather sound like a dimwit on the radio than land without a clearance or something like that. So let's start slowing down a little earlier. Let's pull that power back, and let's just kind of level off. Maybe pitch up just a smidge. Lower down. So we're kind of leveling off. Maybe not pitching up, but we're leveling off. So we're increasing the pitch attitude so that we're going to slow down some.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of hang out here at like 90. So probably about 1800 RPM is going to be a good 90 knot.
Okay.
We're like really 50 or 100 more RPM there. Just a smidge, just a hair. There you go. Like that. And now maintain 90 for me.
Okay.
Should be about 478 feet per minute down. That's not quite as much. That sucks. But fantastic job on airspeed control. Alright.
They're still on the runway.
Go ahead and throw in 10 flaps and we'll slow down to 80. We're just kind of picking numbers here. 90 isn't picked. That's a pretty standard instrument approach.
Okay.
But I am just making up 8. I mean, we can slow down to 75 too if we really wanted to. For a 10 flaps 10 approach, 70 is a pretty good speed.
Okay.
I mean, really, you could do 65 if you wanted to. The flaps 10 approach, especially in calm air like this, you're not going to get yourself in any trouble.
Right at 75, and we're 4-way.
Cool. And if we're a little fast, but if we're a little high, but we're on airspeed, we can fix that really quick by just. You probably just ride this down, will probably fix itself. But if you really want to, you can pull a little bit of power, maybe like 200 RPM, just slowly start getting back down on the back glide slope.
057, make close traffic.
Close traffic, 52057.
Tower 91 Foxtrot, this will be our last one. We'll be headed back to Redstone after this.
Roger, roger.
Roger, roger.
That's your friend.
No, I don't know this guy. I mean, I know him because he's always here whenever I'm over here torturing him. Right now we definitely got the runway made. We're still a little high, so
We'll pull the power out.
yeah.
Threshold is under the cowling. Where's under the cowling? And we'll pull the power
those brakes, get your flaps up for maximum braking. Got it for you the other times, but there's nobody behind us now, so it's all you. And that runway center line is it's a little more vibrating than the rest of the runway. I think. I don't have any conspiracy theory.
Alright. And heels to the floor. All the way in. Measurements are in the green. Airspeed is alive. Looking for 60, 60. We are off. Tip the brakes.
That might be a little fast. Redstone traffic's got 979 Foxtrot, extended left base for runway 35. Redstone.
The lights now.
Yep. Let's do a nice base. Let's pull that power out. Let's start descending. We got pretty high while we're kind of pointed this way. In Europe, you're required to do a whole separate pilot's license to fly at night, and I do agree with that. Because as you can see, it's disorienting.
Yes, yes, it is.
Stuff that would would normally not get past you at night. Yeah, we're still high, so we can. Let's get that constant airspeed descent to push that nose down some. We're seeing we're getting a little slow. That'll help us come down some. And bring in some flaps, maybe. Redstone traffic 91 Foxtrot, left base 35 Redstone. Alright, and you can bring in 20 even. But let's not get much slower than 75, so push that nose down. You see how we're doing about 65 right now? Let's push that nose down, get back up to 75. And in doing so, we're probably going to descend a pretty good bit. There you go, lining up for the runway. You can get the radios if you want.
No, you can. That's just more than enough for me right now. I'm sorry.
Redstone traffic 91 Foxtrot, final runway 35, full stop Redstone. Okay. So, we're pretty high, but we got a pretty good airspeed, so let's just bring the flaps into 30 and let's just ride 65 all the way down.
Okay.
And I want to be 3 white absolutely for sure on this one. So 4 white is fine with me. But we're gonna pick this glide slope back up pretty soon here, I believe. Yeah, pull that power out before you, so you're kind of diving at the runway a little bit.
Okay.
But if you dive at the runway, all it's going to do is just increase your airspeed, and then you're not going to be able to land. So, what you got to do is pull that power first. This is gonna work out pretty good. We're gonna land a little bit long, and that's what we want at night.
Okay.
You may have a little bit of a tailwind, I think, but we're gonna land with a little bit of a tailwind to save you about 20 bucks. So, well, maybe.
All right, we are over got the runway name.
This is why I usually keep them on the medium setting, because those are bright as fuck. There you go. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. There you go. Just to protect that nose. There you go, just like you're doing. Alright. Let's start coming on those brakes just a little bit, not as aggressively as before, but we don't want to taxi down this runway forever. Redstone traffic, Sky 97991 Foxtrot back taxi, runway 35 to Alpha, Redstone. You like that there? The tree 5?
Yes, yes.
All official and shit. I hate flying through those restricted areas, man. I don't give a shit if they're cold, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Why do you hate it?
Because if they make a little bitty mistake and it's, oh, look at that tailwind, that's probably a little bit more than we should have been landing with. I mean, really, you don't want to land with, there is an official tailwind like limit, but I mean, really, for me, it's 4 knots, which I think the official one is like 8 or 10 or something, but I don't want to be landing with any sort of, I didn't realize it was that windy, or would have done like kind of like a left downwind entry for 1.7.
Okay.
So in the future, don't do that. That was a dumb choice, and it was my choice to make, and I apologize for that one. But it's a learning experience, and it really wasn't that bad. It's probably about 5 knots or something, but really for a nighttime training, I mean, you saw how it just exacerbated the problem that we were high. But your airspeed control is really good, but we still landed long because we had that wind pushing us like 6 knots this way. We just really don't, it's a good example of why we try and avoid that, if at all possible. Girlfriend's not even off work yet, so I'm chilling. I don't have anywhere to be. Just hanging out for at least the next 7 minutes.
Well, did you ever get your Corvette situated?
Yeah, I did. I sold that thing. Now I'm about to go spend all the money on multi-engine training. Sorry you had to hear about all that. I was vocal about that.
I'm sorry?
I was vocal about that one. I was complaining a day and night about the Corvette. It was a real fun car, it just...
Oh yeah.
I just couldn't afford, I mean, I had no business having a $30,000 car that has 2-seat.
Yeah.
And it broke down like the week I got it.
Really?
Yeah, oh, I thought that was the story. It broke
Well, I
down.
remember you told me that it was down. I just didn't know it was down that quickly.
Yeah, it was the day I got it, within 3 hours.
Wow.
It was about a $1,000 job.
Redstone traffic, Skyhawk 9791 Foxtrot is off of runway 35, Redstone.
Alright, so let's stop right here and let's do this quick after landing checklist.
Okay.
So at night times where it really matters, let's keep that at about 1,000 there. Okay, so pull up that after landing checklist. I'm going to kind of just go through it myself while you're reading it, but what we're going to do is we're going to turn the landing light off, we're going to turn the strobe lights off, and we're going to lean the mixture out,
Okay.
and we're going to bring the flaps up. So flaps identified?
Flaps up.
Flaps
After
going
landing
up.
traffic, flaps are up. Transponders on standby. Radio, we called that. Strobe lights are off. Landing lights are off. And we will close the flight plan.
Yep, and that's the real thing. And I'll taxi forward if you want
Okay.
while you're closing the flight plan.
Okay, you've got the controls.
I have the controls. Wow, thank you. Greg has taught you well. I mean, I guess I could have burned an extra 3 minutes of your time, but it's in my interest to save the students money. I don't want to be, I'm hyper aware of the fact that probably everybody thinks I'm a time building CFI here to steal everybody's hours and not teach, and I don't want to be that guy, so I'm always trying to do everything I can to not be that guy.
Haven't stopped long enough for it to give me the message.
Okay, so my shutdown is pretty quick. I do it just by memory. So I turn the avionics off, I pull the mixture all the way out,